Okay, you faithful few. So the last leg of our hiking adventure combines trails 3 and 7 as we check out Rose Island for the first time. Heard about this place, but never been here. It was an amusement park back in the early 1900s. So if you want to read, pause and do so. Trail 3 is just a big loop trail that ends at Trail 7 Rose Island. Take a bridge across to check it out and then come back up this little paved path right here back to the truck. So let's try and finish our 4-hike challenge. Mountain siblings leading the way with flair. Man, I mean, if you didn't know any better, this little section for some reason looks kind of like the Pacific Northwest. Or let me be more specific, what I imagine the Pacific Northwest trails would look like, since I've never been there. Interesting trail. Foundation of some structure here. I doubt this has anything to do with the Rose Island stuff, but it was something at some point. This looks like there's a stage or something up there. Minister's Muirf is a brown Muirf. Trail fun with the Minister's Muirf. This is a lot of downhill, a lot of rocky downhill. All right, we're still making our way around trail number 3. Coming down along the river. I believe this is still the 14-mile river. Not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But we've got a bridge and a Georgie.
What is your name?
I'm on Dad.
What is your quest?
To see a abandoned amusement park.
What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow. Right up there is where the flood of 1937 went to that pretty much ended the Rose Island amusement park. And as we turn around, I am way down here. So although if you were here back in the day, you would only access this place via a ferry, kind of nowadays you access it via this fantastic bridge. Actually, this is not the original location of this bridge. This bridge was disassembled somewhere and brought to this location. Okay, kids, here we are at the Rose Island Amusement Park. Let's go have some fun.
During World War II, the property became part of the Indiana Army ammunition plant. Then, in 1995, the state of Indiana created Charlestown State Park, a 2,400-acre recreation area, including 860 acres donated by the U.S. Army, and what was known as the Rose Island Amusement Park. During the heyday of the park, in the early 1900s, there were 2 ways visitors could access Rose Island. Either by automobile or by steamboat.
Not sure what we got here. Something.
Is the box where the The dude, George, that got cut in half trying to escape the maze is buried.
Oh my goodness. Another Maze Runner reference. I've spared you of them so far. Okay, I mean, if you've got this piece of land here and you've got a small river on one side and it comes out and meets up to the Ohio over there, way down there, and you own this piece of land and you get the idea that you're gonna put an amusement park up here, it's actually a pretty sound idea. You would not be thinking that at some point the river would flood such that the water would get up to where that blue circle is on that pole straight ahead. So I don't think it was like necessarily a bad business decision to try and put something like that here. I think it was very unfortunate. You know, for the longest time, including the early 1900s, the river system was the lifeblood of the economy and your business usually, but it could also be what completely decimates all of the above. An enormous dining hall. Here's where all the guests would stay in the quaint little cottages. 20 cents extra per person for room service. Sign me up. So visitors coming from the Ohio River, this is where they would dock and get off to enjoy some amusement park funness. Ohio River Landing, about 2 hours on the steamboat from Louisville. Well, and in case you missed it, up there at the top of that pole again is the blue flood location. Coming up on the pool. Splash. So yeah, I mean, this is a nice little patio to set your sun chair on. Step down into this Olympic-sized pool-ish. It's big. Well, you paid for few. That was Rose Island. Pretty cool. Step back in time for a little bit. 180 Yeah, right around 100 years into the past. So we are on a paved Trail 3, finishing out the Trail 3 loop, heading back to the truck. But we just came up from there, and then we got a road switchback going all the way up there. That's no joke. Her mom and sister jogged up most of it. Youth. Luckily they stuck a bench here for us old people. All right, just a little bit more to go.
A little bit?
I think. Let's knock it out. Still got a beautiful blue sky. As far as I was concerned, we had overcast all day today. A little warm, but super pretty. And glad it ain't raining. All right, we've completed the loop and are heading right back to the truck and the parking lot as others begin their adventure. Well, that wraps up our self-imposed 4-trail challenge here at Charlestown State Park.
Charlestown? We're going to Charlestown?
We did trails 3, 5, 6, and 7 for a total of around 6 miles or so. Elevation gain like 500 feet. We got it all done. Now it's time to get the air cranked because it's 87 degrees out there.
And it's hotter in here.
We're gonna get the AC cranked, get back to our campsite, and
Play some video games.
relax in our own unique ways. Well, good evening, you faithful few. We've been back from the hiking for a while now, just relaxing. My own sister is working on a creative writing paper. I was starting to get a little hungry, and I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but I forgot the green propane tank for the jet boil, and so I couldn't cook dinner. So we went and got one more bundle of wood, and we're gonna try and just cook it over the fire. It's actually pre-cooked. It's that Jack Daniel's pulled chicken stuff. Super tasty. So it's already cooked, really just need to warm it up. About Mister is relaxing in the T8 with some computer games. We have been dealing with a blustery evening. It kind of comes and goes, but when it starts to get blustery, it's pretty intense. The weather is still holding out, really, for the most part. Doesn't look like rain is imminent, though it is still cloudy and overcasty for the most part. Most recently, I've seen the chance of rain up around 60%, and it's likely going to happen overnight and into the morning. And then after that, the lowest it gets is like 30%. So hopefully there'll be a window in there where we can get everything broke down and in the truck. Well, good evening, you faithful few. It is near the end of day 2 of Camp Chronicle number 11. And the Rug Mountain siblings are in the tent watching Zootopia. I was sitting around the fire, but if you listen closely, the rain has started. So I pulled everything in under the Urmax canopy. Went ahead and put a lot of stuff away, and check this out. I backed the truck up underneath the canopy so that when we go to load in the morning, we will be in the dry. This time I got enough room to where we can just take the rain fly off of the tent and the canopy top off of the frame and kind of just quickly fold them and pitch them in the back of the truck because we'll have to take them out when we get home anyway to dry them off. I think we're gonna watch the Last Born movie with, what's his face? Matt Damon. And that will wrap up a very busy day 2. So thanks for tuning in with us so far, you faithful few, and we'll see you in the morning. Hello, you faithful few. We have come to the sad yet inevitable end of Camp Chronicle number 11. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us. Had a fun hike yesterday. We've escaped the rain for the morning and we are all packed up and ready to go. Hey, we just want to thank you all so much for watching, and you all have a great day.